Welcome back to another video, and this one we're going to take a look at my video game and movie soundtrack collection here. It's more movies, CD soundtracks than anything. So we'll start off with a less obvious one. We'll start with this one. Beavis and Butthead Do America, original motion picture soundtrack featuring White Zombie, songs by White Zombie, Red Hot Chili Peppers, No Doubt, Butthole Surfers, Ozzy Osbourne, Rancid, LL Cool J, Southern Culture on the Skids, Isaac Hayes, which he does the theme for this movie, and I'll get more into that in a second, Madhead, AC/DC, and Engelbert Humperdinck, who does Lesbian Seagull Song, which, excuse me. So the first track you have Isaac Hayes, Two Cool Guys, theme from the Beavis and Butthead Do America movie. Red Hot Chili Peppers doing their cover of Love Roller Coaster, which is excellent. I love that. That's one of the main reasons I bought this CD. Of course, I said Lesbian Seagull, AC/DC Gone Shootin'. I haven't listened to the No Doubt song. Maybe I did a while back, but White Zombie, Ratfinks, Suicide, Tanks, and Cannibal Girls. This is hard to read for me. It shows up, shows up better on the screen here of my phone. Ozzy Osbourne, Walk on Water. That's not a bad song. And you have of course the Engelbert Humperdinck doing the Lesbian Seagull. That track I'm gonna listen to. I listened to a bunch of these soundtracks before filming this video, but I'll show the insides of each one. Bought this brand new, probably about 5 years ago. I did want to get the I think it was the soundtrack to the show or something else, but in the end decided not to. I found a copy of that. Maybe it's just the soundtrack to the movie or something else, Beavis and Butthead related, but had a Nirvana song on there that was recorded during their last album that I really enjoy. But unfortunately, it was not in good shape, so I didn't buy it. It was a used copy. But yeah, all around great soundtrack. And I finally got around to opening this Jurassic Park original motion picture soundtrack, music composed and conducted by Mr. John Williams, who is retired. And I'm sad to say Isaac Hayes died in 2008 of a stroke. He was a pretty good, well-known actor, did the theme for Shaft. I believe he was on the show Shaft or whatever, a movie. And then he went on to do, the voice, or music, of course. He was a musician as well. And then he did his most famous role, or second most famous role, was the voice of Chef on South Park. But here's the innards of the Jurassic Park CD soundtrack here. I wish I bought that laser disc of this movie. It has similar pictures in it as to what's in here. Love this. One of my favorite movies of all time, and I watch it several times each year. Now I have it in UHD on Amazon Prime Video, or Amazon Video, in my digital library on there. But yeah, I love the soundtrack as well. Good stuff. Can't go wrong with this. A lot of key scenes in here, in this pamphlet. There's the disc. Here's the track listing. In previous videos, I didn't open this. I thought, you know what, it's gonna be like Christmas today, so I'm gonna open this. And I also have the soundtrack on vinyl, not the I don't think this originally came out on vinyl, but it's a Mondo copy. I'll show it again when I show an updated movie soundtrack and video game soundtrack vinyl collection. That's very small too, by the way, guys. I don't have a whole lot of these, Uh-oh. This thing's gone Ari. There we go. Excuse me while I fix this. But yeah, love the original poster art too. That's another reason why I got this edition. There's a newer one too, but it's the same. The disc in that one is actually, oops. Oh, this is gonna break actually. The disc in the other edition is silver, but it has the same T-Rex logo here. It's weird that is faulty. Lord of the Rings soundtrack, The Fellowship of the Ring, original motion picture soundtrack. Had this one for a while, same with the others. It's the original CD. It's an enhanced CD by Reprise, whatever you want to call it, New Line Cinema. We'll show the inside of this too. There's the scene where they're running from the it's there. I watched this the other day. I also have this on the UHD version of this in streaming or on Vudu. Great photos here from the movie, stills from the movie. Excellent soundtrack. Enya actually did. Is that Enya there? Yeah. And then Peter Jackson had a hand in the soundtrack of the movie as well. Of course, Howard Shore was the producer of the soundtrack, but he worked closely with Peter Jackson. Just all around great, fun, listen here. I listened to this as well earlier, not long before starting this video. Music, produced by Howard Shore and Susanna Perrick. Yeah, there isn't any song on here that was not in the movie. I don't have the third Lord of the Rings movie soundtrack. That was just very expensive, and I thought, well, it's kind of silly to own that when I can listen to the soundtrack in the movie, like on the Blu-rays and stuff. But I don't have the Blu-rays. Don't need them now. But just fantastic, trilogy. Love it. I've seen the original films in the theater back when they first came out. Had them on DVD and widescreen and full screen, and yeah, I still have the original box sets that are highly sought after still to this day. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. I've not opened this. It looks like it's a reseal because the seller punched out the barcode on the back. I didn't realize that until now, but another excellent soundtrack. Maybe I'll open it someday and show it. It's too bad this is a reseal. I was told it was sealed. Hate when sellers do that. But The Taming of Smeagol. The Riders of Rohan, another great one. Kingdom of Golden Hall. Black Gate is Closed. Love just all the soundtracks of all three of these movies, including The Hobbit, which I don't have those. I would imagine those. I think those did get CD releases and vinyl releases that are very expensive. The vinyls are vinyl records, that is. But I like this cover here. This is unique. Each CD soundtrack of the Lord of the Rings covers are unique. They're not just a copy and paste of the poster art, which is fine, in my opinion. Any other key tracks in here? The Four Eorlingas. Helm's Deep, that's another good one. Alright, so now for the video game soundtrack, the only one that I own on CD that I can think of. Biohazard 2. This came all the way from Japan. So it's by excuse me. I can read it back here. Suleputter. Put this out in conjunction with Capcom, of course. Love the cover here. This is the original Japanese cover, and the American cover was very similar to the game. The cover of the game, or artwork on the front of the manual. So you have the beginning story, great track, and its recollection, normal end title, and special end title. I didn't listen to those since I haven't gotten to the end of these games, even after all these years. Credit line of the whole staff, I skipped that because I've heard that. Not very eventful in my opinion. Raccoon City, great track, front hall, first floor, second floor. Love these. Secure place, that's very relaxing. Leon with Claire, library. Sherry's theme, the basement of the police station. That had a theme that reminded me of the original theme to Unsolved Mysteries of Robert Stack. Very cool. T.A., the first malformation of G. I've heard these. Ada's theme, I've heard that. The Marshalling Yard, heard that first half, and the Marshalling Yard later half. Second malformation of G. The Underground Laboratory, that's where I'm at in the game. Is Ada a spy? I don't think I've heard that. Escape from the Laboratory, haven't gotten that far yet. Goodbye Leon Mother and One More Kiss, along with TB and the third malformation of G. And then the last two tracks after that and the credit line. This was released in January of 1998. Had to wait a while to receive this one. What, 4 or 5 years ago, but love it. It has since there's a new vinyl edition of this, I believe the original soundtrack out, and then there's the soundtrack on vinyl for the Resident Evil 2 remake. That I don't own. Maybe I'll get one of these soundtracks on vinyl because I love the artwork in this game. They show the lickers on the front of the vinyl cover of the Resident Evil 2 remake, I believe, on vinyl. Remake soundtrack on vinyl. Pretty plain spine. Having a hard time focus there, but yeah. Oh, forgot to show the inside. Pretty cool. It's just kind of black and basic, but we'll show the inner pamphlet here, which we got a gun, biohazard, producer notes, track listing on the inside, more very cool, wicked artwork, production notes, which I can't read. That's in Japanese. And that is pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my movie and video game soundtrack collection on CD. Come back for another video coming soon.